come to EC2 instance, click on instances here. So when we create any EC2 instance, the first thing it asks me about the image. So this is your image. Select the image now. So you can see there are a lot of instance type has been given here. Okay, you can see a wide range of instance type. So based on this instance type, actually your size has been decided. When I talk about the T2.nano, this is the size, virtual CPU, memory, volume. So everything has been decided based on the instance type, and each instance type is attached to the family. Okay. So now what AWS has done, they have categorized all these instances into five types here. The first type of the EC2 instance based on the hardware configuration is the general purpose. So general purpose instances. General purpose instances means if you are looking for a EC2 instance where you need a fine combination of virtual CPU, memory, okay, and the storage. If you're just looking for a general balance, okay, you are not going for a very high end kind of configuration, that should be a common balance of all these three things, you can go with the general purpose instances. The second is the memory optimized instances. So memory optimized instances means if you are looking for EC2 instance, those are having very high memories. Okay, so you can get into this category and you will find out all of the EC2 instance, those are having the high configuration of the memory. Similarly, you will have the compute optimized. Okay, compute stand for processing. If you are looking for high processing power. Similarly, you will have the storage optimized. Okay, storage optimized EC2 instance. Storage means if you are looking for high storage with your EC2 instance, high volume, okay, you can go to this category and you will find out the EC2 instance having high storage here. The last one is the accelerated one. Suppose you want to create a EC2 instance where you need the graphic card. You want to deploy one application into that EC2 instance where you need a high graphic card processing power. So in that case, you can come to this accelerated EC2 instances. So generally, all these categories, this is the consolidated list here. So you will see everything here. So all these EC2 instance has been categorized into the five parts. Okay, general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, storage optimized, and accelerated one. Fine. So now all of these instance types has been divided into these five categories. And if you want to see that which EC2 instance type belong to which category, you can come here on Google and you can type EC2 instance types. Click on it. So left hand side you can see general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, accelerated, and storage optimized. So these five are the main category here. When you click on general purpose, in general purpose you have different families, okay, like G4G, T3. Let's take example of this T2. Okay, in T2 then further you have instances. T2.nano. In T2.nano, this is the hardware configuration you are going to get. T2.micro, T2.small, T2.medium. And with each instance type, you will have a different hardware configuration. If you go to the different family, let's say M6G, so the instance type will start like this, mcg.medium. So these are the hardware configuration. If you are looking for, let's say, high CPU power, you can come to the compute optimized and you can look for the high configuration. You can see that 96, 36, 48, 96. And if you're looking for, okay, up to 72 virtual CPU, you can get into this categories. Similarly, in memory optimized, if we go with this option, so up to 768, you can see the memory 768 GB. So like that. Fine. So if you want to see everything in detail, you can refer this portal here, and this portal will give you the detailed information like which and all family belong to the memory optimized, which family belong to compute optimized, and so on. Even if you want to filter it here, you can go to filter by and click on this option. Okay, so different families are also mentioned here. Like if you click on C5, it will give you the instances which is related to the C5 families, and these are the hardware configuration. So based on actually your need, you can select the instance type and you can deploy that EC2 instance here. Here also you have two options. Are you looking for the combination of old generation and the new generation? You can click on all generation here. If you are looking for the current generation EC2 instance, updated EC2 instance, so you can select on the current generation. So in C5 family, the current generation EC2 instance type you can see here, and you can select the EC2 instance and proceed further, and you can deploy the EC2 instance. So one of the most common question in the interview, that how will you categorize EC2 instance based on their hardware configuration? So the answer is this one. So these are the instance type based on the hardware configuration: general purpose, memory optimized, compute optimized, storage optimized, and the accelerated one here, right? So let me go ahead and deploy one EC2 instance. Suppose I am creating a EC2 instance with this particular instance type, that is T2.nano. In this instance type, I will get this hardware configuration and it belong to T2 family. Okay, just go ahead, configure this. Fine. Now, the requirement is that you have created a EC2 instance. Later, you realize that whatever hardware you have taken for this EC2 instance is less for your setup. You want to upgrade it. You want to upgrade the RAM size. You want to upgrade your CPU power or the storage. So, how to do that? In that case, what we can do, because we know that all of the hardware configuration actually attached with this instance type. If I change this instance type, automatically the hardware configuration will also change. So what we can do, we can select this instance here, and then we can go to action and go to the instance setting. So here you have option to change instance type, but right now it is grayed out. Okay. Why it is grayed out? Because it cannot change the instance type of the running EC2 instance. So first of all, what I have to do, I have to stop this virtual machine. So how to stop this virtual machine? If you click on instance state, there are option to stop the instance, reboot the instance, start the instance, hibernate instance, and terminate the instance, right? So let's stop this instance here. Stop this one. Okay. So let's understand, when we stop any EC2 instance, what happened in the backend. Because all of the EC2 instance what we are going to create, these are the virtual machines, and all of these virtual machines are getting deployed in the physical server in the backend. Okay, let's say this is a physical server, and on this physical server you have your RAM, CPU, and the local storage also, and so on, other hardware component. On this physical server there will be a hypervisor installed. Okay, hypervisor is like a software which is applicable to extract virtual resources from the hardware resources. Okay, so let's say inside this physical server, I'm creating this EC2 instance right now. When I create a EC2 instance, it has the RAM, it has the CPU. Okay, it needs RAM here, CPU here, hardware, other hardware things also required for this EC2 instance in the virtual form. But from where exactly it is going to extract, it will extract it from the local server only. Okay, so whenever we stop this virtual machine, if I stop this virtual machine, so what will happen? This virtual machine is going to release all of these hardwares. So everything will be released here, except one thing, except the storage, because in storage there will be a data. Suppose you have created a EC2 instance, and on that EC2 instance you have worked on some files and you have stored it on the storage here, right? Some data is here. So what will happen? Other hardware resources has been released, but this EC2 instance will remain here in your account. Even So what happens when you start it again? So same thing going to be attached with the same storage because your data is there, and that data is critical for you. So when you start it again, it is going to connect to this storage, but this hardware resources can be changed. It can be from the same server or it can be from a different physical server also. Okay, so it can reboot into this server also, it can reboot into the other physical server also, wherever it get the resources, available resources, right? So when I'm trying to change the instance type, so why it is asked me to stop that virtual machine? Because first whatever is attached to this one has to be released. Now I have to change the instance type from here. Go to action, select the EC2 instance, go to action, go to instance setting, and now change the instance type here. So from this list, you can select the instance what you want to set up here. Let's say I'm going to set it up as a T2 micro and apply this one. You can see the instance type has been changed to T2.micro. So whatever is the hardware configuration related to T2 micro has been attached to this particular EC2 instance. And when you go ahead and start this virtual machine, it will boot up with the new hardware configuration. So this is how you can change the hardware configuration of your EC2 from any of the family, which is available in this particular region here. Now this EC2 instance is running. Okay, if you go ahead and terminate this one, let's say terminate the EC2 instance. So basically you have terminated everything which is attached to this EC2 instance now, including the storage also. Okay, so if you want to protect any EC2 instance from the deletion, accidental deletion and all, you can go and put a lock. You can select the EC2 instance, then go to the action, go to the instance setting, and here you will get the option change it termination protection. So click on it. So you can just go ahead and enable it. As of now, I have already initiated the termination. That's why it will terminate it. But if this option is enabled here, okay, if anybody try to delete this EC2 instance, he will not be able to do it unless or until you come back and disable this option here. Okay, so these are the two settings. One setting is that to change the instance type, and the second setting is to protect your EC2 instance from the accidental deletion.